they're common sense issues that where we find some common ground on both sides of the aisle in
Sure.
defense of helpless animals, and things like trying to ensure that the labeling of fur garments is accurate, so people know what they're buying. We had animal crush videos that were reaping a substantial profit for people, but were exposing heinous practices that Congressman Gallagher sponsored, and things like puppy mills, where they sell puppies over the internet to get around the law. And, of course, the piece of legislation that Congressman Grimm has sponsored, enabling dogs to be paired with our veterans, that has very beneficial effects, and that would fall under the rubric as well.
You mentioned Congressman Grimm. Let's welcome again Congressman Michael Grimm. And so would this one of your causes as soon as you came? This is your first term in Congress, and you got here, and one of the first things you do is join this caucus. Is that correct? Or?
Yes, absolutely. There's a lot of things I'd like to accomplish legislatively, but there are also things that are near and dear to my heart, outside of the traditional dealing with deficits and budgets and all of those things. There's a serious issue when it comes to animal cruelty and the welfare of our animals, and that's why I joined the caucus. And it's one of the reasons why I'm also a combat veteran of the Marines. So two passions, working to ensure that our veterans have everything that they need, as well as protecting animals. That's where my legislation really comes from. It comes from the passion to work with both those groups. And I'll tell you, it really is amazing. I just adopted a rescue puppy from a puppy mill. And
it's a Yorkshire Terrier.
It's a teacup Yorkie.
Almost qualifies as a dog, looking at the size of him. But
almost.
Yeah.
But he spends a lot of the day in the office with my staff, and you can just see the difference in my staff in the first week. The smiles. It's very therapeutic. Obviously, working in Congress is very stressful, and the team works hard, long, hard hours. And having that puppy around really does relieve stress, and that's why I think the therapy provided to our veterans returning from overseas that have post-traumatic stress, I think this is going to be a great program for them, as well as our disabled veterans, and pairing them up with each other it's a win-win. These animals need a home, they need love, they need caring, and these veterans need the same thing. So I think it's a great match.